It's Wednesday, August 21, 2019, and this is Globespan 24x7 News. My name is Samuel Suknaden, coming to you live from Georgetown, Guyana. Here are the major headlines for today. House to house registration exercise not being thrown out, says Alexander. GCAA investigating American Airlines runway incident. Several recognize at inaugural Rastafari Awards ceremony. Government plans to pay old age pensions in bank accounts. And GDF second lieutenants receive scholarship to study in China. We start off tonight's news by telling you that after a 3 hour long meeting between GCOM chairwoman, retired Justice Claudette Singh, and all six commissioners, no definitive decisions were arrived at with regards to the house to house registration exercise. All three opposition appointed commissioners had little to say except that another meeting is scheduled for Friday, where the team will deliberate further on the issue. But government appointed Commissioner Vincent Alexander stated that while no decision has been made yet, he claimed that the house to house registration is not being thrown out.
I don't think she said there should be uh, alternative to house to house. She said there should be an alternative to the use of what comes out of. So in other words, she said it should be used for verification rather than for deletion of names and things.
The Ghana Civil Aviation Authority is currently investigating an incident which occurred at the Chedijagan International Airport involving an American airline aircraft. We find out more in this report. The tires of an American Airlines aircraft, which was destined for Miami late Tuesday night, were damaged while preparing for takeoff. Globespan 24x7 News understands that the aircraft reportedly struck the circuit box for runway lights and suffered a blowout. It has been reported that the pilot may have moved too close to the edge of the runway, colliding with the equipment. Three of the aircraft's tires were damaged in the process. This newscast was told that passengers reported that there was also poor visibility caused by heavy fog at the time of departure. As a result of the incident, the aircraft was later parked on another runway while passengers were taken back to the terminal by bus. Contacted for a comment, GCAA Director General Lieutenant Colonel retired Egbert Fields told this newscast that a team was dispatched to the airport and are investigating the matter.
My people are out in the field commencing an investigation into that. So I really can't comment further until, but we've launched an investigation.
This is not the first time that an American airline aircraft has encountered problems at the Chedijagan International Airport. In fact, an American Airlines flight 2 weeks ago was forced to divert from the originally landing at CGIA, going all the way to Trinidad to land. According to reports, CGIA's lighting system for its runway experienced a failure, forcing the airport to deploy temporary lights. Mere days after, the airline had to abort its transit after encountering technical difficulties in mid-air. The flight left CGIA on Friday, August 9, at about midnight on its way to Miami. However, the flight experienced a drop in cabin pressure, leaving passengers severely affected. For Globespan 24x7 News, I'm Samuel Suknaden. The government is exploring the idea of paying old age pensions through various banks as a way of bringing ease to the process and creating better access to senior citizens. The details in this story. As part of these plans, the government, through the Social Protection Ministry, has engaged the Bankers Association for pensions to be paid directly to the seniors' accounts.
I trust that by 2020, we are going to have we're going to have some ease with regards to pension payments.
The minister said it could not have been done this year, nor for the existing pensioners also, because certain systems would have to be put in place first.
And we are beginning to distribute pension books early November. Now, I can't give you a pension book then and at the same time work out dealing with the bank banking transaction, because you might double up and we might have problems.
As such, the ministry plans to start a new initiative with new pensioners begin in 2020. However, in the meantime, the ministry will be working with pensioners who have existing bank accounts to put them on the system.
Again, will ease the business of going to every person and paying them and having long lines, etc., at the post offices to pay pensions.
Aside from that, Ali said that an investigation will be launched soon into matters reported to her ministry regarding senior citizens being told to return for monies on pension day. It disclosed that this should no longer be an issue as measures are in place to have this addressed. For Globespan 24x7 News, I'm Samuel Suknandan. The Public Health Ministry today benefited from the addition of 2 new ambulances and 100 hospital beds, compliments of the Inter-American Development Bank and Food for Poor Guyana Inc. Here's that story.
Health Minister Walter Lawrence, delivering remarks at the brief handing over ceremony, highlighted the importance of private entities partnering with the government to ensure that quality health care is provided to all Guyanese. She stated that Food for the Poor Guyana Inc. has been one of their main donors throughout the years.
Today, Food for the Poor is again with the Ministry of Public Health, this time at head office. But over the last couple of months, they have been in Region 6, Region 5, Region 3, Region 2, working with us, and Region 8. Food for the Poor, you have at all times stood up to your vision and your motto of serving the people of Guyana. You have served us well. Today is not just another gesture, and my list is very long to Food for the Poor, I must tell you that.
Senior Manager of Food for the Poor Guyana Inc., Jamil Davis, stated that they have been working along with the government for the past 28 years and went on to reaffirm their commitment in ensuring that Guyanese receive the best health care possible.
Third container in the last 12 months. It shows our commitment to the Ministry of Health in helping this nation to become better, healthier.
The brand new ambulances will be sent to service healthcare facilities in Region 3 and 4, while the beds will be distributed to specific regions across Guyana. Reporting for Globespan 24x7 News, I am Shakima Day.
11 second lieutenants of the Ghana Defense Force, GDF, have been awarded full scholarships by government to study various programs in the Republic of China. President David Granger this afternoon met with the 11 scholarship awardees. The Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces said that the Defense Force has been restructured and reorganized to ensure that it is well commanded, well trained, and well equipped to perform its role. President Granger said, and I quote, "Improvements in the technical corps are necessary to develop a more modern and technologically savvy defense force to improve the force's operational and organizational capacity to support the work of the non-technical arms of the force and to repel threats, including non-traditional threats along our borders." End quote. Moreover, the head of state said that the defense force must be ready to react effectively to traditional threats, incursions, and other forms of interventions. It must be prepared also to strengthen its capacity to respond to new and emerging threats such as biological and chemical warfare, cyber threats, electronic warfare, and environmental hazards. President Granger said too that Ghana's doctrine of total national defense places emphasis inter alia on ensuring a body of scientifically trained personnel to populate the technical arms of the force. The Guyana Rastafari Council held its inaugural annual Rastafari Awards ceremony, which saw 7 elders who have been living the life of a Rastafarian for over 50 years and who have contributed in some significant way towards sustaining or representing the movement. We'll tell you more in this report.
The award ceremony was held on the 132nd birth anniversary of the retired Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. The event was chaired by RAS Andrew Bernard and Women and Gender Equality Commissioner Nicole Cole. They started with a libation ceremony to invite the ancestors. Ras Kafra, in his presentation about Garvey, outlined the history behind Rastafarian culture.
The greatest thing he ever did, that still lives to champion his cause, was when being in command of the attention of the global African community. As the brother earlier said, he prophesied, "Look to the east, when a black king shall be crowned. He will be your redeemer." With that sentence, several years later, Rastafari was born with the crowning of His Imperial Majesty Kadamawe Haile Selassie as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of Judah.
President of the Council, Ja Lion, in his remarks, highlighted that the occasion not only serves to honor the foundation of the Rastafarian community, but also to reflect on all that has been accomplished over the years.
Over those 20 years, we have managed to gain official recognition as the representatives of the Rastafarian entity by Parliament, which see us as an entity to be consulted, which has resulted in our representatives, Mrs. Nicole Cole, being appointed as a commissioner on 2 Constitutional Rights Commission. So we have managed to establish a respectable image of Rastafari representation in Guyana through learning, diplomacy and statesmanship.
One of the female awardees, Yo0 Isis, who became a Rastafari in the 1980s, is a founding member of the Guyana Rastafari Council. She travels extensively as an ambassador of the Rastafari Council to establish and sustain relationships between the Council and other Rastafari organizations in the Caribbean and neighboring South American countries, and to sell her own handmade African garments, leathercraft, and Guyanese herbal products. Reporting for Globespan 24x7 News, Shakima Day.
Thanks, Shakima. Glamour Beauty Gala last evening opened its doors to the new location at Movietown Mall, offering Guyanese a chance to indulge in quality brand name products and beauty services. Here's more.
Elegance and style, glamour, fashion, music, wine, and good food are just a few words to describe the atmosphere last evening as Glamour Beauty opened its doors to patrons, offering affordable brand name beauty products to the mass. The cocktail and ribbon cutting ceremony saw in attendance finalists for the upcoming Miss World Guyana pageant, models, makeup artists, and a few household names in Guyana's fashion industry. President of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce, Nicholas Boyer, in his brief remarks, highlighted that he is happy to see Guyanese business owners partnering with brand name companies to bring services to the local people.
Brands like Clarence, like Dolce & Gabbana, like Carolina Herrera, to bring their distribution all the way to this market. It's an upsell to say that, for 800,000 people and about 3.some billion in GDP, we're important, we're out there, we're a market that can buy your products and are interested in your products.
Manager and owner of the new establishment, Varsha Sharma Mangar, explained to attendees her vision for Glamour Beauty.
Tonight I'm filled with extreme gratitude, and I feel that we have accomplished something really amazing here, because Glamour has been around for 10 years and we've always tried to maintain being fashion leaders in Guyana, always bringing you the latest and the trendiest and the most fashionable things. And it was always a dream of mine to get involved in the beauty business.
According to Mangar, overseas investors are seeking to work with business owners in Guyana due to the oil discoveries. Reporting for Globespan 24x7 News, Shakima Day.
Thanks, Shakima. We'll take a short break. Do stay with us.
Travelspan is pleased to announce special fares from New York to Guyana for Christmas. Seats are available to travel, and depending on which dates you choose, fares range from $8.49 to $11.69. These are limited block seats on American Airlines non-stop flight from JFK to Guyana. Call 718-845-0437. That's 718-845-0437. Or book online at travelspan.com. Travelspan does have a payment plan, so travel plans, call Travelspan.
Amros Travel Service is pleased to support Globespan 24/7 broadcasts. We provide travel solutions via our 4 locations in Trinidad. Chaguanas at 665-3383, Valpa 645-1604, Port of Spain 625-0800, and San Fernando at 652-4789. Remember, when you travel, arm rolls is the way to go.
We would like to ask all of our faithful viewers to kindly like and follow Globespan 24x7 Facebook page and subscribe to Globespan 24x7 YouTube channel to receive up-to-date notifications of when we are live. Globespan 24x7 has vacancies for full-time positions such as reporters, newscasters, and news editors. Persons serious about joining a new and dynamic news team are asked to send their application to careers@globespantechnology.com.
This newscast is brought to you with the kind compliments of Travelspan GT, with locations in Georgetown and Berbice. For all your travel needs, call Travelspan GT at 327-1701, located at Lot 3A North Road, Georgetown, between Camp and Wellington Street. In Rose Hall, call 337-4287, and in New Amsterdam, call 333-6230. Call Travelspan today.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll now take a look at our regional and international news. Regionally, Venezuela's embattled President Nicolas Maduro said he had been in talks with the Donald Trump administration for months, even as the U.S. ramped up its sanctions. The U.S. is one of more than 50 nations which do not recognize Maduro as Venezuela's legitimate leader. It imposed sweeping sanctions earlier this month aimed at increasing pressure on Maduro to step down, but on Tuesday, Maduro confirmed that talks with the Trump administration had been going on for months. Speaking on television, Maduro said, and I quote, "Just as I have sought dialogue with Venezuela, I have sought a way in which President Trump really listens to Venezuela," end quote. President Trump confirmed on Tuesday that his administration was talking to various representatives of Venezuela. "I don't want to say who, but we are talking at a very high level," end quote, the U.S. president said. Internationally, Brazil's Amazon rainforest has seen a record number of fires this year, new space agency data suggests. The National Institute for Space Research said its satellites data showed an 84% increase on the same period in 2018. It comes a week after President Jair Bolsonaro sacked the head of the agency amid rows over its deforestation data. The largest rainforest in the world, the Amazon, is a vital carbon store that slows down the pace of global warming. It is also home to about 3 billion species of plants and animals and 1 million indigenous people. Conservationists have blamed Bolsonaro for the Amazon's plight, saying he has encouraged loggers and farmers to clear the land, and scientists say the rainforest has suffered losses at an accelerated rate since he took office in January. We'll now take a look at sport. Cricket West Indies Interim Selection Committee has named Miguel Cummins as a replacement for Kemo Paul for the first test match of the My Team 11 series, which is co-sponsored by Skoda and KEI. The West Indies will face India at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Ground from August 22 to 26. Paul, the live wire all-rounder, has a left ankle injury and will miss the match. He will remain in Antigua to continue his rehabilitation. Cummins, 28, made his debut 3 years ago against India and Jamaica. He has had a memorable second match in St. Lucia when he had match figures of 92 for 102, including career best at 64 for 48 in second innings. The match marks the start of the ICC World Test Championship for both teams, the new two-year Test League, to find out the best team the world has. In this series, each team can earn 60 points for a win or 20 points for a draw. And this is the first of 6 test series which the West Indies will play. Tickets are on sale for now for just EC $25 per day in Antigua and Jamaica $1,300 per day in Jamaica. And finally, in sport, England have to try to capitalize on the opportunity of Steve Smith's absence from the third Ashes Test, says captain Joe Root. The Australian batsman is the leading run scorer in the series with 378 and has helped his side to a 1-0 lead. But he is out of the Headingley Test starting Thursday because of a concussion sustained after he was hit by a Jofra Archer bouncer during the second test. It is a huge hole, said Root. You look at the runs he has scored, and if you take them out, it looks completely different, and we would be sat here 2-0 up. Smith scored 144 and 142 in Australia's victory at Edgbaston and made 92 at Lord's after passing the initial concussion test to resume his first innings. But a delayed concussion meant that he did not bat on the final day as Australia held on for a draw, with Marnus taking his place as Test cricket's first concussion substitute. And that is brought us to the end of today's news. Before you go, here's a recap of the headlines. House-to-house registration exercise not being thrown out, says Alexander. GCAA investigated American Airlines runway incident. Several recognized at inaugural Rastafarian Awards ceremony. Government plans to pay old age pensions in bank accounts, and GDF second lieutenants receive scholarship to study in China. Thanks for watching Globespan 24x7 News. On behalf of myself, the news and technical team, goodbye for now.